It ain't gonna be a long video, but I've had this for like well over a year, and it's been sitting right there. Actually, well, about 3 feet further back. I moved it forward recently to put pallet racking up. Um, but yeah, it's a Maho'n 800E. Pretty cool. Uh, 800 stands for the X travel, I think. I don't know. It's got a 7.5 kW spindle motor. It's got a giant list of speeds with the gearbox that shifts itself with the CNC controller. There's the cover for that. But yeah, watch me. I had a college class on CNC machining, and I don't think there was a single assignment. And the guy just made up the grade at the end. But I mean, I was interested in it. We didn't do anything. Um, and that was also like 5 years ago. Uh, and I've not done anything with CNC since then. But I just programmed my first program, and it actually went quite well. So just a short little video. Maybe I'll make some more on Moron. I am the moron here. I don't know how to use this thing. I'm learning. I may or may not upgrade it to Linux CNC. It's working right now, so that's kind of the hurdle I have to get over. But yeah, so watch me fool around with this. Just make some chips. The first chips, that's not true. I broke an end mill the other day. I might put in a clip here. I don't know. I don't think it should have broke. I think it was maybe broken. I mean, the teeth were like pretty chewed up. Actually, I have it right here. I don't know if it'll focus on this. I don't know if you can see. Don't mind the mess. I broke that immediately. I have one tool holder currently. Somewhere I have a drill chuck. I have a couple of half-inch end mills on hand here, and this half-inch shank keyless chuck that I might use. My plan, I don't know if behind the surface grinder you can see there's an OD grinder with a bunch of cans on it. I'm going to try and OD grind these rusty, crusty tool holders, of which I got lots. So hopefully I can salvage those, because I got like a dozen to 18 tool holders that are just rusty. I got one that actually works because it was in the machine, not in the bucket full of water. So I got that Brown and Sharp OD ID grinder that hopefully I can learn how to use real quick and save hopefully some tools, because that'll be a lot of money saved, and I'm trying not to spend too much money on this. I also got this surface grinder here. That's not a project. That's actually like mint. I paid like $26 for it at an auction. Don't know how. What I didn't pay $26 for was this lathe I thought was in fantastic shape that's missing the lead screw and also a bunch of gears in the headstock. Didn't know about that. I paid $500 for it. So now I'm trying to figure out if I want to fix it or sell it. And this is also all stuff in my garage, not my dad's garage. So that's why it's not nearly as nice as my other shop, if you've watched any of my other videos. The most expensive thing in here is, of course, the Langmuir XR. Crossfire XR, very nice, very nice. Got the welding table that came with that for free. And then I got my tapping arm that I've never used right here. Maybe I'll use that at some point. Once I get the machine running, that running, I'll have a whole, production shop in here ready to really take it all on. But I'm gonna go to dinner now. Just wrapping up in the garage. I got some lights to hang up. These are really bright lights that are probably going to be too bright. Just all the projects in the world, so that's cool. This video is longer than the machining, so enjoy it. It's not great. Y -0.125 and Z0 we'll see if that works. Okay, that looks right. Next, it's going to move across the workpiece to -9, maybe. First chips. Next, it's going to move the Z-axis out. I'm going to try and put it in auto after this stops. This is so cool. I think it's going to take one more pass. I was a little generous. Yeah, I don't think it's going to clean up the rest of that. I didn't, I just eyeballed everything, so that's why it's actually, it took a little bit more of a step over this time. Instead of a 1/4 inch, it was 0.35. That was the first program I wrote. It did exactly, basically what I wanted it to, minus that, and the vise isn't trimmed in. Hey! Just some random end mill. I mean, it's not like fantastic surface finish, but the feeds and speeds, I just picked 2,000 and then 15, which the internet recommended like 30, so I was being conservative. It's just a 4-flute random end mill I pulled out of a box that had some sort of dicum or whatever, like it got sharpened, I don't know. Maybe it was sharp, maybe it wasn't. Yeah, cool. That's Klein milling right now. Now it's conventional milling. Sounds nice. Here's my setup here. I'm refurbishing a little tool. Just taking this and dialing it over just a little bit at a time. Taking a pass, cleaning up the oxidation. And we're gonna see how good it is. Just trying to save tools, save some money. I mean, I know it's not gonna be perfect, but it's better than having one tool. Well, it ain't perfect, but I'd say there's gonna be enough contact area. I mean, it's real bad right through here. I just don't want to take too much off. For me, it's going to be good enough. Hopefully it's concentric still. It's just for this face mill that I don't have any inserts for at the moment. This is just a test piece. I have to do that to a couple tools. So there's going to be some things that I don't think I'm going to be able to save, like the collet holders, unless the tapers are clean on the inside, but I doubt it. So we'll see what I can save and what I can't. Hopefully I can save the drill truck, but probably not. As you can see, there's an electrical cabinet in front of me, and I'm currently unhooking everything so that it'll never work again. I'm actually pulling the old computer out. I have hopefully a direct drop-in replacement ready to go. I say ready to go, I mean it's ready to test. So maybe it'll turn on, I don't know. But right now I'm unhooking everything, so, you know. Pull all the connectors out, unhook everything, hook everything in the other one up. Hopefully it turns on and it does stuff and doesn't just ruin everything. Now that's some fine wiring right there. Don't any of you be alarmed. This is just to test it. And then it probably will not look like this when I actually use the machine. Probably. I say probably. I need to make a box for this so it's enclosed and no EMI can get to it out of aluminum. I need to make a back plane for the motherboard.
have a place to put the power supply in the corner, the motherboard, this row of, what do you call that, DIN rail. That'll go up somewhere up here, maybe above the computer, and then all the stuff will get wired, and all the wires will be neat, and all the extra wires will be cut. Good timing. Yeah, so there you go. It's about ready to test, actually. I need to turn everything on. Although I don't know how this is getting 24 volts. Maybe from that? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably getting 24 volts from that somehow. Cool.
So here is maybe the first time this will work. I'm going to open up the Linux CNC machine. I had an issue with the power supply. 5-volt power supply wasn't enough amps, so the voltage was dropping and the analog didn't come up. Here I'm going to I don't know if that worked. So I'll try M. Oh, right, my stupid keyboard doesn't work. I'll just hit this. I heard relays. Currently I have the pendant E-stop, so I'm going to un-E-stop and see what happens. Try now. Relays. But nothing's happening. None of the jogging functions are working. So it must be I don't have the wiring correct for the drive. It sounds like relays are clicking for reverse. Doesn't sound right. I'm going to have to go through my program and also the drawing to make sure all my pins are the correct ones. I have a feeling there's an E-stop issue with the machine. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go ahead and assume is the E-stop or machine ready. There's some sort of pin problem. So the Linux CNC isn't communicating that the machine is ready to enable everything, like the drive enable and all that's not actually working, so it's not communicating. That's what I'm going to guess. Oh, we'll check that out. Circle back. Alright, obviously we're standing behind the machine here, but I'm going to move the machine with this. Oh. Oh, come on. No, probably help if I put it at 0, not an O. Alright, let's try this. Alright, things are moving. Bro. Why do you have to be mad? I don't understand. Well, it kind of works. I'm just gonna figure out why my jog buttons don't work. They do nothing. Why? All right, here I'm gonna move somewhat quickly to 0. Or 0. Still gotta figure out the homing sequence, because it doesn't home the axes, it makes everything 0, it doesn't move anything. But I've gotten every axis to move. I believe I have the homing set up to auto home now, so I'm either gonna e-stop this thing or it's gonna work. Nope, didn't work, went the wrong way. In a hurry too. Ah, interesting. Bro. I was having some issues with the motions of the axes kicking out on me, but I think I've more or less got that fixed. Now they fly. So I think that'll work. Well, I touched off, and I'm going to make a hopefully air cut. We'll see what it does at 10 inches a minute. I don't know if that's too much, but we'll see. Should just be cutting air. Yeah, well, I'll circle back. I'll go back the other way. Oh, is it taking chips? A little bit. Spinning a little slow. I don't really have control over the RPM right now. I want to take the tool out, but I don't have control over the tool changer yet. I need to program that in.